Hello there everybody and welcome to a new video on the channel. So my name has let's clear a few things up first. We were playing COD 4 and I'm going to be discussing some topics today. This is not a live commentary, as you can tell, but this is the first video back to the channel, and I'll probably have some other stuff up too, but I don't know. But first let me start it off with I'm sorry I've been gone for a while. I've been working on Robbie and Ethan stuff and traveling and schoolwork and just done a ton of stuff. But my name has changed from the Max Mist to Red Pandai, and then back to the Max Mist overnight, and then to Arnie Robbie. There's a few reasons why this happened. So the Max Mist was my original name, and I really liked it. And then one day, Red Pandai was just a screen name that I made up on accident, and so I wanted to change my YouTube channel to that, and I changed it, and then I changed it back to the Max Mist because all my accounts were already named that, and now it's R&E Robbie because more of my channel is going to be focused towards gaming in the sense, but I'm focusing a lot on Robbie and Ethan, and if you're wondering why a vlog either today or yesterday by the day you're watching it, because it'll be uploaded late at night. If you're wondering why that vlog was not up, it's because I do not have it edited yet, and I didn't do a whole lot today, but I have some content for that vlog. So let's go ahead and get right into the topic. So I have kind of an interesting topic today, but I know I called it smart with a question mark. But I just want to ask you guys one question. If you want to comment below, please be my guest too. Have you ever been in a class, in school, or just in anywhere where you feel like you can tell that you are either one of the smartest or the smartest people there? Or some of the people there are just not, particularly, forgive me, not averagely smart or average smart? But the reason why I'm bringing up this story is because it's something that happened to me today, and I'll explain this to you. So, basically, lots of times, my parents, parents are both, my parents, if you guys didn't know about this about me, my mom and dad are divorced, and my dad got remarried. So, my dad and my stepmom are both professors, and my mom's a teacher, so I'm sort of bilingual, but I'm also having high IQ, and not saying I'm a nerd or anything. I know I play video games, but I play video games because I enjoy them, and I don't like schoolwork, if you're wondering. But the funny thing was today was that so we have this class at my school called AO. We call it that, but it's academic opportunities. So basically, it's just a class where you just do all your schoolwork for the day and stuff. So my AO teacher is like my favorite teacher right now. So I have him for 2 periods, and so basically during AO, he had this whole discussion about why our school has the highest scores in the state, and it's because we have a college here, and all the professors' kids go there. And I was the only one who raised my hand that had 2 professors as parents. And this brings me into the next thing. So, the second class I take from this teacher, it's called, I don't know if I should release the name. It's Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. And if you can figure that out, you're smart. Yay. It's a acronym. So, anyways, in that class, it's a very hard class. It's obviously you have to know science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, but you have to know advanced stuff to be able to do well in it. So it really depends on how good you are at science, math, and technology and engineering. So I am good at all those 4 core elements, or subjects, I guess I should say. But so there was a quiz that we took Thursday, and everyone was so nervous for it. It was a pop quiz. Our first day of school was Wednesday, if you were wondering, Wednesday, August 12th. But Thursday we had a pop quiz, and He hands out the sheet of paper. Everyone looks over it, and everyone's like, "Oh, we're screwed." So I start taking the test, and I'm really nervous, and I get halfway through the test, and then lunch bell rings, because in this period we have a lunch bell in the middle. And so my testing vibe got completely cut off. But so today, Friday, the day I'm recording this, so I walk into class. He has all the papers graded, and he gives us this homework sheet, and we have to do it over the weekend. So he said the homework is either hard or easy depending on how well you did on the test. So basically what the homework was one sheet of paper with 22 questions on it. That's how many questions were on the test. And whatever questions you got wrong on the test, you had to do the questions on that sheet, if you understand me. So if you got 8 wrong, you had to do 8 on that sheet. If you got 10 wrong, you had to do 10 on that sheet. Not 10 questions, but number 10. If you pick up what I'm saying, then you'll understand what I'm saying. So the highest scores, so the lowest score was a 0, obviously, 0 out of 22, which is a failure. And then the highest score was an 18 out of 22, which is an 81. And I was the first one to calculate that in my class. But I like math. Don't call me a nerd. Well, actually, you can call me a nerd, whatever you want. I'll embrace it. I'm a geek, nerd, whatever. But anyways, so we get into so he passes out the homework, explains it a bit. Lunch bell rings. It's just building up the suspension. Right before the lunch bell rings, he said, "All right, and now let's get your quizzes." And lunch bell rings. He's just building up the suspension. So we get back to class. He hands out the quizzes. But right before he does that, he shows us the graph. And it's box and whiskers or whatever, I don't remember. So basically it's all fourths of the class. And there was 2 outliers, a score of 16 and a score of 18. And then 1/4 of the class scored 10 or higher. Half of the class scored 5 to 10. And 1/4 of the class scored 5 lower. The lowest score in my class was 2, and the highest score was an 18. So he starts handing out the papers. I'm like the last paper that was given, like one of the last ones. And he says, he announces the outlier. So there's only 2 of us. So he walks over to this girl in the far right corner of my room, hands her the sheet, and it's like, "Here's one of our outliers." And I was hoping that I would get the other one, which is the 18 one. She got a 16, and I was hoping I could get the 18 one. So I'm just spacing out because I'm really nervous. And he walks over to my desk, puts down. No, first of all, before he walks over to my desk, it's like he was tempting me. He kept walking by my desk, handing papers to my friends that were around me. And so my friends are actually extremely smart. So he comes to my desk finally. He hands down the paper and puts it down on the table, and he says, "Here's your other outlier, the highest score in the grade." Turn over the paper. It's an 18. I'm like, "What?" I was actually genuinely surprised, and I was so happy inside. I couldn't help but smiling when my friend, who's really smart, told me his not extremely low, but it was 1/4 of a class's average. So he scored above the average. The average was 6.75, and his score was 11. And then my friend right next to me, he got a 15, and I got an 18. And that just made the homework easier for me. But what that means is that so this particular course that I take, it's only for 1 grade. And there's a in years before, there's been this course that's issued by the state for gifted children. So basically what happens is if you make a really good score on these tests and you keep your grades up and stuff, you go into this gifted group where you do a bunch of fun activities and stuff. And so pretty much everyone in the gifted group had high IQs, made good grades. Yeah. So we get into there, and I score higher than my friends, who are some of the highest scoring test averages in the school. And I have one of the I don't have one of the highest, but I was just like, what? So, then he announced that me and I think only one other person, no, two other people, sorry, I moved my headset. Two other people got the same scores as me. One was my friend, and one was this random girl I didn't know. And I just went around the school the whole time saying, I'm the smartest person in blah 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 grade. No, I didn't do that. I didn't brag, but I did boast a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit. But have you guys ever had this experience where you're just surprised by your grade, or you discover that you're like one of the smartest people in the class? Because as soon as I got that paper and he said that I'm the last outlier, everyone turned and looked at me, and I was so scared. I was ready to rip my eyeballs out. So if you guys just comment down below what your experience was, and I'll respond to it. And I'm actually intrigued to hear what you guys have to say. And until next time, guys, please subscribe. Like the video if you enjoy the content you see. Tell me what games you want me to play. I've got Grid 2 Reloaded that I'm about to test out play for the first time, see if it works and everything. So please go follow my Twitch and follow my Twitter down below in the links. Go subscribe to Robbie and Ethan, and just have a great time on YouTube. I just want to thank you guys for everything you've done for me. And this is Robbie signing off.